Audio Jungle.
Two killed, one injured in Bughole, Clarendon shooting. The police have confirmed that 3 people were shot, 2 of them fatally, in Bughole, Clarendon, late Wednesday evening. The deceased have not yet been identified, but the police said the third individual is being treated at hospital. The circumstances surrounding the shooting are still unclear, but unconfirmed reports are that the shooting stemmed from a relationship dispute. Irwin High School girl hospitalized after being hit by a mobile metro bus. A female student at Irwin High School in St. James is in critical condition at the Cornwall Regional Hospital after being struck by a Montego Bay metro bus outside the institution's compound on Wednesday afternoon. The student is said to be in grade 7. A student was hit down by the bus and they rushed to get her to hospital. The principal called to advise me, but it just happened. I know that they went to the hospital, but I have not heard any other details since. I am waiting some updates before I can say anything, Chairman of the school board Nevinish told reporters. The child is at the hospital in critical condition. The principal is in touch with the family. That is as much as we know right now. We just did everything quickly to see if we can get the child medical attention right away, so that's it for now, he added. Suspect in shooting of police corporal taken into custody. One of the suspects in the shooting death of Police Corporal Christopher Simmet is now in police custody. He was accosted at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Wednesday. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is encouraging members of the public to support the investigation by sharing what they know with the Halfway Through Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-926-8185, Crime Stop at 311, or any police station. Updates will be provided when available. Sumfest founder Robert Russell has died. Renowned Montego Bay businessman Robert Russell is dead. A close family friend confirmed that Russell died at hospital about 5:45 p.m. on Wednesday. He was 76. He was the patriarch of the popular family-owned Pier 1 open-air restaurant, bar and entertainment center in Montego Bay, which has been in operation since 1986. Russell and a group of Montego Bay businessmen founded Reggaeton Fest in 1993. President of the Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Oral Evans, who extended condolences to Russell's family, expressed sadness at his passing. Very sad news. This man is a foundation in Montego Bay and has contributed so much to the growth and development of the city. We know the role Pier 1 plays in the whole business landscape and tourism in Montego Bay, so it's sad. I know the whole family is in mourning now, so we just have to give them our support. We need to celebrate his life. It's a life that's worth celebrating. He has done so much, Heaven expressed. Chairman of the Tourism Enhanced Fund, Godfrey Dio, who also offered his condolences, described the passing of his friend as a huge loss. It is a very sad feeling. I just heard about it less than 2 hours ago. Shocking. I knew he was sick. He had gone into the hospital, but he came out back and I saw him, and he looked very well. But sadly, he passed, Dio told reporters. Government ministries with outstanding appropriations report urged to submit them to the Auditor General. Finance Minister Favor Williams has urged government ministries with outstanding appropriations reports to submit them to the Auditor General. This is amidst concern that some $3 trillion of government funds have been unaccounted for over recent years. The issue was raised recently amid claims that the money went missing from government coffers. Speaking during a post-cabinet press briefing, Mrs. Williams said the funds are not missing. However, some reports due to the Auditor General have not yet been submitted by the relevant ministries. She assured that protocols are in place to ensure funds are not being misappropriated. Mrs. Williams further urged non-compliant ministries to submit the outstanding reports. Government ministries with outstanding appropriations report urged to submit them to the Auditor General. Finance Minister Favor Williams has urged government ministries with outstanding appropriations reports to submit them to the Auditor General. This is amidst concern that some 3 trillion of government funds have been unaccounted for over recent years. The issue was raised recently amid claims that the money went missing from government coffers. Speaking during a post-cabinet press briefing, Mrs. Williams said the funds are not missing. However, some reports due to the Auditor General have not yet been submitted by the relevant ministries. She assured that protocols are in place to ensure funds are not being misappropriated. Mrs. Williams further urged non-compliant ministries to submit the outstanding reports. Education Ministry implements extended learning program aimed at improving CSEP mathematics passes. Acting Chief Education Officer Terry-Ann Thomas Gill says the Education Ministry has implemented a program that focuses on extending learning as one of the ways to help improve the pass rate for mathematics. This follows concerns regarding the 39% pass rate for mathematics in 2024 sitting of the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC examination. Speaking at a post-cabinet press briefing, Mrs. Thomas Gill said the ministry's tactical approach focuses on 3 broad areas: extended learning and teacher support, accountability, and performance tracking. She said the ministry has also begun training heads of departments for English and mathematics on curriculum delivery and customization to meet the needs of students at all levels. Mrs. Thomas Gill added that schools will be tasked to track students' performance under an accountability framework that includes 6-week tests being administered.
When we speak to extended learning, as you will agree with me, more time spent on teaching and curriculum delivery will yield more students, better students' outcome. And so we are looking at extended learning where the students are exposed to a minimum of 5 hours for mathematics and English language. We're also looking at students doing extended activities outside of the regular school curriculum delivery. These extended activities speak to camps, webinars, one-on-one sessions with experts in the areas. This tactical approach, while the math performance is across all the sector, we're targeting only 56 of our high schools. These 56 high schools, they are part of what we call the tactical approach, where we're doing more hand-holding. Monitoring is a critical part. And when we speak to monitoring and accountability, we're speaking at the school level, at the ministry's level, at the parents, at the home level. Parents now need to become a part of their children learning. Our teachers will be held accountable. Our principals will be held accountable. And I'm asking that the ministry also be held accountable, because everyone is responsible for how our students perform. All schools are required to have a school improvement plan. The school improvement plans now must reflect what is being done to drive students' performance across the different subject areas.
Unruly Beckford Street vendors get final warning. Vendors who ply their wares on Beckford Street in downtown Kingston have been warned to comply with the rules set by the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, or risk being moved from the street. Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, has expressed disappointment that some vendors along this busy street are not complying with the rules put in place to ensure order in the shopping district. I am impressed with Haywood Street vendors, but I am not impressed with those on Beckford Street. We have had countless consultations on this matter, and we have agreed to certain standards, and some vendors are not holding up to their standards. And what we're seeing is that we are going to hold them to those standards. It doesn't matter who you are. We have an agreement, and we'll say to you, just stick to this agreement, Swaby told reporters during a tour of downtown Kingston. He said he's contemplating calling the Beckford Street vendors back to a meeting to have a discussion, but he will give them some time to comply. The police have indicated to them what needs to be corrected. So I'm watching to see if things will change. If I do not see that clearly, there will be a need to go back to the drawing board and have a discussion. I would hate for them to push us where we have to just clear the road. I don't want that. What I want is for us to work together, added Swaby, who was touring the downtown Kingston Market District to see how the public was adjusting to the new temporary one-way traffic changes implemented on Monday to ease the traffic flow during the Christmas period. In the meantime, Head of the Kingston Central Police Division, Superintendent Beresford Williams, who joined the mayor on the tour, said the police will be working with the vendors who are operating contrary to their agreement to get them compliant. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.